Hey guys, I was contemplating whether to do this at this time or not because they're banging next door. But later today I'm busy, so it's pretty much the only time I can do this. So they could be banging for the whole live. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, Chronic Masturbator, thank you for being in the live. JMC, I'm here. You like the Mets today? Nice. They look good. I'll see what happens. So I thought today was just a perfect day to break down all of my knowledge of Kobe, because I think it's the knowledge that I can just reel off and people go, wow. And that's what I want. I want people to be like, wow, from this knowledge, to make them really question the numbers and the reality and entertainment and everything. So, hello, Carly. Beautiful lady. You good? I just spoke to my dad. I was just on the phone to my dad. That's why I started the live late. And I'm like 99% sure I'm going to be in England now in September. And the main reason I want to go, I'm not even going to see it as a holiday, guys. I'm not even going to see it as a holiday. I'm going to go there and see my family, who I've not seen in 5 years, my close friends, meet some new people. I'm not even really going to go there. It's like, oh, I'm on holiday. It's more just family time, which I haven't had for many, many, many years. So I'm excited. Divine, hello. Lateness is greatness. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of being late, but look at this: 12 in the live, 2 likes, 122. Kobe's highest scoring game was 122. I'll explain that later on in the video. Red Sox money line. You like the Red Sox? I've not looked into that game, to be honest with you. These baseball games, they're tough, guys. They're tough. It's a strange league. I've done very well with baseball, but it's just a very, very strange league because they play each other so often. Like on a Monday, a team can beat a team 14-1 and then the day after lose 7-0 to the same team. It's just very, very strange. But again, it's all the numbers. What's your opinion on the culture takeover? I'm in Ireland and they are blatantly replacing us. Just trying to completely change society from top to bottom, I believe, and push a more satanic society, like it wasn't already satanic before, but more blatantly satanic. Going against God, basically, is what they're trying to do. Hey, John. Hello. Coca-Cola, completely agree. Can't wait till you get back over here and have a decent chat with you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, guys. 14 in the live, 3 likes. Kobe born 823. Today's his birthday, the 143rd prime, which is Steph Curry's birthday, 14-3. It's connected to Kobe. Polarizing the people, yes, exactly. All right. So I'll just break all of this down for you with Kobe, because somebody today on Twitter, this is just like a compliment, if anything. Some guy called Tom Schlong, interesting name, retweeted one of my tweets about Rashford scoring after 53 minutes and Sancho after 16, and 53 is the 16th prime and all of that. And he's saying that anyone who's conscious and breathing can do what he's doing. It's all well and good decoding a match after it's finished. So him doing that just shows me that I've got him really intrigued in the knowledge. Otherwise, he wouldn't have to post about me. Obviously, his brain can't handle the information, so he has to do a post about me, trying to mock me, but in reality, it's very obvious that he's interested in what I do. Otherwise, he wouldn't waste his time doing a big-ass tweet about me. But anyway, so today, Kobe would have turned 44 years old. In this community of gematria, people always associate the 44 with the word kill. Okay, that's why people bring up that MLK was assassinated April the 4th, 44. And remember, the Georgia Guidestones were 19 foot and 3 inches, which just recently came down on George Bush's 76th birthday on 7/6. Well, those Georgia Guidestones were 19 foot and 3 inches, 193, the 44th prime. The word Georgia gets you 44. So I think, will there be any big celebrity deaths today? Possibly. I've said 2023. I think people are going to be dropping like flies, and I don't like saying that, but I really do believe that. So I'm just going to break down all these numbers with Kobe that you can look up yourself. Everything I'm about to present to you is just off the top of my head. And everything I'm saying, I'm going to say, you can check for yourself. You can look it all up yourself. So let's start with some 666s with him. Let's start with that. So his highest scoring game, 666 game. Kobe had a 666 workout plan. He died 497 months old in 3 days. 4973 is the 666 prime. Kobe obviously died right before coronavirus was declared a global pandemic because he's massively connected to it. That's why he had the crown tattoo. And he basically died January the 26th, 2020, with his daughter, Gianna. So the 26th day of 2020. His highest scoring game was in 2006, like 26, which is the same year Gianna was born. And the span from Kobe's highest scoring game, which was in his 666 game, where he got 81 points, and his full name, Kobe Bryant, is 81, was 213 days before his birthday. 213. That's Los Angeles area code, guys, 213. Spent his whole career in Los Angeles. The recent Super Bowl was played February the 13th in Los Angeles and won by the LA Rams. It was played on 213, February the 13th. So the span from his highest scoring game to his birthday, 213 days. 213 days is 7 months and 1 day, 71. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on the 71st day of 2020. 71 is the 20th prime. Kobe died in 2020. He played exactly 20 years in the NBA, and 20,000 people attended his memorial, which was on the 55th day of the year. And in his highest scoring game, he got 55 points in the second half. And how many did he get in the first half? 26. So, hey, Yakraz, did you see the Astros game where they won with 21 runs? Also noticed the Bulls in their last game total 57 points. I didn't see that, but good call. Are you implying the Bulls are going to get to Super Bowl 57 because of that? The 57 is really big with Kobe because he ended 5-7 in NBA Finals. So for anyone who is coding the upcoming Super Bowl, you need to consider Kobe Bryant with the 57. Right, they're going to be drilling. Let them. Hey, Truth Matters 222 HD. They're going to stop on Wednesday. I spoke to the owner. So at least it's not something that's going to be going on for like weeks and weeks. So again, all of these numbers with Kobe Bryant. Remember, LeBron James overtook Kobe in the scoring charts the night before Kobe died. LeBron did that in Philadelphia, where Kobe was born in 78, August the 23rd, 1978. And Philadelphia is connected to so many things, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. You got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air from West Philadelphia. Told you, the Prince of Bel-Air is Satan, the Prince of the Air. That is why Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, Christ the Rock. So it's deep. It's really, really deep. Now we have, look, 22 in the live, 9 likes, 229. The 50th prime. Kobe was drafted in the 50th NBA draft. And today is 2 years, 209 days after he died, 229. that 50th prime. I noticed today as well that 73 and 37 date numerology, Kobe's 44th birthday. I'm going to do a video about this, but the 73 and 37 is massively, massively connected to the book of Revelation and also the New Testament when you decode the Bible. It's enormous. And I will do a video about it. So today, yeah, 73 and 37 date numerology. It's not an accident at all. So yeah, you got Kobe Bryant gets you 157. He died a span of 157 days after his birthday. He died at age 41. LA gets you 41. His daughter died at 13. LA gets you 13. 41's the 13th prime. 41 plus 13 is 54. Kobe and Gianna died 5 months and 4 days after Kobe turned 41. Kobe being Bryant equals 54. Gianna Bryant equals 54. It's off the charts. And what about Kobe's highest scoring game? 81 points. The 81st day of the year is March the 22nd, 322, which is all about skull and bones. 322 is the 81st day of the year. So this Kobe Bryant character, again, I have to say, I think he's a fallen angel. I don't know why he's still connected to everything other than he has all the numbers connected to the book of Revelation. That's why he was the black mamba, the serpent, the snake. 6079 said Kobe was born the year of the snake as well, which I didn't know. Then you got Kobe Bryant being drafted 26-6, just like LeBron James, 266. Pope Francis, the 266th Pope, and I believe to be the last ever Pope. I believe he is the false prophet. And I don't think it's an accident that the upcoming World Cup final is a day after his 86th birthday. And Argentina won the World Cup in 86, and he's from Argentina. Or at least that's what they tell us. At least that's what they tell us. So just all of these numbers with him, I think if I could do one presentation in front of the whole world about why this knowledge is important and why these numbers are undeniable, it would absolutely be about Kobe Bryant. Like, there's no doubt. I feel like I've got every number under the sun for him. What about the 113s with him? His name, 113, Kobe Bryant, 113. He was drafted round 1, pick 13. Made his NBA debut November the 3rd, 113. He wrote a poem, supposedly, called Dear Basketball, which ended up winning an Oscar. Gets you 113. Coronavirus declared a global pandemic on 11/3, which is your 33. 11 times 3. Kobe gets you 33. Like, I don't know why him. I don't know why him. To be honest with you, it baffles me. It baffles me. But what can you say? What can you say about it? It's off the charts. It's off the charts. He died 22 weeks and 2 days after his birthday, 222, like Wuhan coronavirus, like order out of chaos. And if you do the span from his last birthday to the date where coronavirus was declared a global pandemic, guys, it's 201 days. 201 days. Event 201 foreshadowed a global pandemic right before we got a global pandemic. Nobody was even considering it, but sponsored by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. William Henry Gates is 201, his name. 201 days is 6 months and 17 days, 617. 617 is the 113th prime number. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic 6 months and 17 days after Kobe's 41st birthday. 113th prime. Told you his name's 113, Drafted round 1, pick 13, NBA debut, 11-3, November the 3rd. How can we deny all of this? How can it be denied? I really don't understand how this doesn't blow people's heads off. Maybe they just don't get it. I'm not sure. And then coronavirus was declared a global pandemic 9 months and 6 days before the Pope's birthday. You're 96, and Kobe Bryant was drafted in 96. He was drafted back in 96, 26-6, 96. And 9 months and 6 days is 40 weeks and 1 day. 401 could be seen as 41, but it's the 79th prime number, which is the 22nd prime number. Kobe's highest scoring game was on the 22nd day of 2006. 22 is the master number. Why all this stuff's going off in 2022, like I said it would. It's crazy, man. Hey, K-Dub24, how you doing? Everything started after Kobe's death. Hey, Yasmin. I'm well, thank you. Think Kobe's really dead? That's the character Kobe Bryant's dead. That's all we need to know. The character of Kobe Bryant, who was a compelling, polarizing figure, is dead. All right, he's not on the world stage anymore. Not playing basketball. He's not coaching. He's not giving interviews. That's all we need to know, that this character of Kobe Bryant is gone. We can argue all day long whether he actually died or not, and if he died in a helicopter crash. It's hard to believe that he died in a helicopter crash, to be honest, because the mainstream media pounded us with it, who lie every single day. And they said 9 people died in the helicopter crash. Kobe's highest scoring game, 81 points. Square root of 81 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 people died in the helicopter crash. And then they have the memorial on 224, which is Gianna and Kobe's jersey numbers, which is the date Russia supposedly invaded the Ukraine. Like, what is this? So I don't know. Yeah, I've got the Kobe. I mentioned that earlier. He got that from me. Bold Online got that from me. Andreas. Yeah, I'd say Kobe lived 497 months and 3 days, the 666 prime. 4973. Ric Flair, born 49, just had his last ever match, age 73. The span from his pro wrestling debut to his last ever match, 49 years, 7 months, 3 weeks. 666 prime. I've done all of this. Ric Flair was the leader of the 4 Horsemen, which is all connected to the book of Revelation. He's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He's got 16 world championships. Kobe died 5 months and 3 days after his birthday. 53, the 16th prime. It's why yesterday you had Rashford score after 53 minutes and Sancho after 16. And the last time Man United beat Liverpool in the league was 53 months ago. And who got the winning goal? Rashford. It's like he got the winning goal yesterday after 53 minutes. So everything's coded. That's all I try and show people. I ain't here to make people rich by paying me $10 or by watching my YouTube videos. I'm here because I have a burning passion to reveal deception and help people wake up and question the reality and not be fooled. I ain't here to make you wealthy. That's why that guy was like, well, who cares if he said Rashford scored after 53 and Sancho after 16 and he does all these fancy codes? It don't matter, does it? He did it after the game. What? It doesn't matter because it's done after the game that I'm revealing incredible deception, connections, making you question your reality. Don't mean anything because people didn't win money off a certain code. Or like this video now about Kobe, you're not winning money from it, are you? There's no way you can win money from this. Obviously, I'm sure every game in the MLB today is connected to him. Or at least the majority will be. But that's just the unfortunate thing with this knowledge. God bless the people who care about the knowledge, and they genuinely care about the knowledge, rather than just, I don't care about the knowledge. Can this guy win me money? Who's going to win this? Like, come on, guys. It's pretty sad. Hey, Adam, how about Kobe connecting to the Great American Eclipse and also the Paradise Fire in California? Yeah, I haven't done a video on that, but that's all true. You got Kobe with the 238, which is all connected to the lunar and the moon cycles. All of his numbers are just, again, you just got to ask why him? Who was he? So let's see what the media's saying today about Kobe. So Kobe Bryant would have turned 44 years old today. Check out his greatest highlights. And then there's a photo of him with his bloke wife, Vanessa, who's a really bad actress. And in the background, there's red pyramids. Interesting. So remember, Kobe won 5 rings, 20 seasons. 3-peat. He got that 3-peat with Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe's jersey numbers, you had 24 and 8, didn't you? Which is your 32. Like this 32 rays in the Society of Jesus' logo. When you add up his numbers. 2 times 4 is 8. I told you 8's the loop number, just keeping us in a loop, sleeping 8 hours, working 8 hours. So, again, they're calling the black mamba is connected to the snake. Kobe's widow, Vanessa. Widow makes me think of Spider as well. It's currently 2 weeks into a legal battle against the LA County. Again, the LA County are just corrupt. Just corrupt. Because she was mortified by the thought of one day seeing images of her late husband and daughter's remains on social media. What load of nonsense. You never ever see the remains of these people. All you saw was a helicopter. It's all people saw. And I'm telling you, the speeches from Vanessa, from Shaq, from Michael Jordan, weak-ass acting when you're not looking at it emotionally. I'm sure everyone who watched it were crying. When you're me and you see through it all, you see how poor the acting is. All right? This Kobe Bryant character, man, just sum it off with him. Sum it off. He had a Mambasita clothing line. Or was that Gigi? Probably Gigi. Vanessa said in July, a city my husband lived in when he was about 8. Remember, Kobe grew up in Italy, so they tell us. Italy was the first European country hit by coronavirus. Then they go on to win the Euros right after. How interesting. This guy was an 18-time NBA All-Star. That 18 I was talking about, which connects to 9. So, again, scandalous. LA County's top firefighter takes stand in Kobe Bryant crash photos trial. Still going on about this after 2 years. Still going on about it. Well, I haven't seen any photos of these bodies in 2 years. Why are they going to come out now? And again, it'll be, if they do it, which I'm sure they won't, it's going to be probably embarrassing, the photos. It's got an image that somebody's drew of Vanessa Bryant with a face mask on, speaking to a lawyer who doesn't have one. That's worth a screenshot in itself. Bryant and Chester both testified that they live in fear that the gruesome photos will pop up on the internet someday. Okay, maybe they will then, because they're foreshadowing it, which is what they do. So did Kobe die? I don't think so. Or if he did not die in a helicopter crash. At all. It's kind of laughable to think that. And he was leaving Catholic Mass on a Sunday. Really? Make him look really nice and religious and he believed in God. And I'll never understand this, that I've said this before. The day that he supposedly crashed in a helicopter crash, LAX closed down. This is the mockery they do. It was closed down because it was too foggy. No planes were allowed to leave the airport. He supposedly had the most famous pilot in the world. And they were like, all right, let's go. Gigi, we really need to go to this basketball game that Gigi is playing in, even though it's really unclear and dangerous. Really? They always talk about how smart Kobe Bryant was, how intelligent Kobe was, greatest motivator in the world. Do you think he's dumb enough to say, all right, let's go in the plane, even though LAX is closed? Mockery. Not very smart, was it, Kobe? Hey, Detroit Aaron, how you doing? A white mamba, not that I'm aware of. There may be. Hey, J Bride 31, how's it hanging? A bit to the left, baby. The green mamba, who's that? Kobe blasphemy of El Bull. Hint Kobe beef blasphemy of the serpent of the pole. Son of man must be lifted up as Moses lifted the serpent on the pole. 76 helicopter. Wow. It's really interesting, Cork. I like your work. Yes, you are coming back soon. I really believe it. I really believe it. Sooner the better, in my opinion, now. Like, bring it on. I'm saying 2023, like, it's going to be monumentally huge year. Bigger than this year. Because I'm telling you, it's calming down now. Everything's calm and things are going back to normal. All of that. And this is what I expected. And then boom, let's see what happens in the winter. And then early 2023. He's playing for Cleveland Browns, yeah. Very well could be. He very well could be playing the role of the Browns player. I've done a video about it. Like, I've done multiple videos about him being Myles Garrett. Again, like this, it's got to be something demonic with this, or these spirits, and they can go into other people's bodies. I don't know. They just want to be praised, these demons. They want to be praised. Still want you talking about them. I told you a lot of these celebrities don't die. They don't. I'm almost certain. The second I couldn't chat, glad I'm not blocked or anything. I really like this channel. Thank you. I would never block you. YouTube are funny, aren't they? They limit all my stuff. They unsubscribe people from me. I never delete comments. I never block people unless it's a Manny or Nani, who I'm kind of worried about not being in any of my recent lives. Enjoying your work also, brother. Thank you, mate. The daughter's on Disney now. Very possible, yeah. I've done a video about that as well. Millie, I think she's playing the role of Millie Brown or something. Gianna didn't go anywhere. Gianna's a biological male as well, or was. You break down the skull. Black Mamba, the deadliest, yeah. Guys, you can watch the highlights of his 81-point game. It's just some of the shots he was making. There's definitely some help. It's definitely being assisted by something, just like Space Jam, the movie. In Canada, they're planning on rolling out the digital ID this fall. Yeah, Jimmy, it's coming. And that is where people like myself are going to be like, just cast out of society. People just can't expect it. They're not even contemplating it. But that's where it's going. I've not really been wrong about many major things. That's what's going to happen. That once that digital ID comes in and you don't play along with it, then they'll just say, hey, well, this is the new world now. If you don't want to take part in it, then you're screwed. That's where it's going. I'm ready for it. So I'm going to do this trip to England, just get it done while I can. The White Mamba is Brian Scalabrine. Oh, are you saying the guy who they think is playing Kobe? I've seen videos where they say Kobe is played by a white man who's from Italy, and he's a model. He's got the exact same build as him and height and speaks like him. You just don't know. Sometimes you look at Kobe and like it looks literally changed color all the time, like he was painted or something. Crazy stuff. All Disney stars are made in a lab. I've seen a documentary about that. That's why they look so similar. A lot of these Disney characters look so similar, like they've literally just been made in a lab. They're doing something. I'm not sure they can clone people, but they're doing something with people's DNA. It seems they make these perfect Disney characters, and those Disney characters are all under MK Ultra. They're all being abused from a young age, like Miley Cyrus and Britney and Christina. Pretty tragic, but they're getting abused from a really young age. Next, you'll have people swiping like or dislike on you in public, only allowing people to hang out with you or within the same bracket of popularity. That's possible. Have they done that in a TV show? Yeah, everything will just be digital. You're not going to be holding a phone anymore. It's going to be here. I'm just going to turn it on. They want us to be robots, guys. Destroying God's creation. That's not how he designed us. Johnny G, I agree about Kurt Cobain. And he married a bloke or dated one. Courtney Love, one of the most blatant males you'll ever see. Kurt Cobain was incredibly feminine, but they pushed him as grunge and like just, yo, what a cool dude. Nothing but a female pretending to be a male, Kurt Cobain. And again, do you think he shot himself in a treehouse with a big ass gun? Pretty sure he didn't. Have you researched Kobe's lawsuit versus pharma cartel over the use of his trademark black mamba? I have. I've looked into all of that. I think that may be a psyop. That just makes Kobe Bryant look really good, like a really nice person that he got taken out. I think that just pushes the agenda that he actually did die, and I don't think he did. But yeah, I've researched that lawsuit with the big pharma. Supposedly, Kobe was going to take a lot of money off them. I'm not falling for this bullshit of everything's about money either. These people print off money. They own the monetary system. People telling you, well, Bill Gates just wants to get richer from the you-know-what. Come on, guys. He's just a puppet. They don't need any more money, those people. They control it. They don't need to work hard for money. Once you're in that club, you're set for life financially. So the stuff with Kobe and the lawsuit, and it was all about money. So they had to take Kobe out to make sure he didn't take all the money. Come on. I don't agree with it, for me. They will say it's to improve travel. After all, they made up the delays this summer. Yeah. So many flights delayed and cancelled. And I'm telling you, they're doing stuff on planes. Like 2 days after I got off that plane, for 2 days, sorry, I felt terrible. And when I was on the plane, I could taste bleach in my mouth the whole trip. It's one of the things I'm apprehensive about going to England. 10, 12 hours on the plane. I know you don't know what they're putting on that plane. Has Board Online told you about Jabari Banks' brother? No. You've seen a photo of Kobe and Scalabrine fist bumping? Wow. If we're in Revelation, when you presume it begins, like, are we not? Is it not playing out? I've done the 42s. Exactly 42 months after coronavirus was declared a pandemic is 9/11/2023. 42 months is how long the beast reigns for. Maybe 9/11/2023 is when the beast truly comes in. Maybe this is just ushering him in. I don't know. But again, Kobe, he died the year he was going to turn 42. The Champions League final was on what would have been his 42nd birthday. He played 42 minutes, his last ever game. He won his first NBA Finals 4-2. Since Kobe died, all the NBA Finals have ended 4-2. The last 3 of them. I had the Avs to win 4-2. All connected to Kobe, who got accused of rape in Colorado by a 19-year-old girl. So, I don't know. Like, again, all we can agree upon, I think, is since Kobe Bryant died, the world has gone to shit. And it's hard to deny it. You've had coronavirus become a pandemic. You've got monkeypox. You've got Black Lives Matter. You've got all the transgender agenda that's being pushed. One moment. Lockdowns. You've got the rigged election, which was on 11/3, the anniversary of Kobe's NBA debut. 1 second, guys. These guys are drilling. Wow. Wow, any chance? Oh my God, after this live, I may have to go out. Drilling is pounding my head. Wow. 1 minute. Any chance? Wow, that was a real test. That was a real test. Wow, it's back. Should I keep going or just stop? So, anyways, in regard... Let's try and make this entertaining. Let's just... okay, stop. So you're going to go again? You're going to go again? Are we good? Are we good, baby? Have you stopped? All right. Going back to Kobe, supposedly died in a helicopter crash. In a cartoon, The Legends of Chamberlain Heights, he died in a helicopter crash. Makes you think. That's what I'm saying. It makes you really think. Was it all pre-planned for him to die in a helicopter crash? Is it just made up? Was it just as fictional as the cartoon of him dying in a helicopter crash? I don't know, but makes you think. And I've told you Kobe's connection with Leicester City. Kobe retired in 2016, the year Leicester City won the Premier League. The Foxes. Fox gets you 666. Leicester City won the league with 81 points. Kobe's highest scoring game, his 666 game, was 81 points. All right. Leicester played at the King Power Stadium. King, Crown, Corona. And Kobe died in a helicopter crash, just like the owner of Leicester. So when you throw it all together, those undeniable syncs with Kobe and Leicester City. Happy face, man. Hello, mate. You have to ask, like, well, there are some connections there. There are. And Leicester City have these connections with King Richard, and then you got Jamie Richard Vardy, who's connected to royalty. Just wild syncs. Illusion about to do some chav shit for those jewelers. God. Wow. Yeah, they finish tomorrow. Now they're banging. And my head's banging, to be fair. Hubris is what killed Kobe. Interesting. It's not that loud on my end, but it looks like it's bothering you. But it's really loud my end. Not so much now. LeBron is not even a fraction of the person Kobe was. Both actors. Just both actors. Again, there's a lot of people that tell me Kobe Bryant was a genuinely really good guy. I'm not having it. I'm not having it with Kobe. I think he was a massive deceiver. And again, I told you, I think he was a fallen angel. That's why he was at the LA Lakers, Los Angeles, the Angels. There's something about that character, man. I keep finding stuff every day on him. undeniable connections. Kobe was from the older generation and grew up abroad. He's not stereotypical American like LeBron and company. But no, did he grow up in Italy? Because you've seen two images of him in Italy with like an AC Milan shirt on. Did he grow up there in Italy where the Vatican is? And he's so connected to the Pope. Again, it's hard to know what to believe. He spoke all these different languages, didn't he, Kobe? He was able to speak multiple languages. A guy who's just, and he said basketball wasn't even his favorite sport. It was soccer. 6'6" Kobe. Like, the Black Mamba mentality was just, everything about him just seems like a fictional character that's been made up. Like they've literally made up this superhero. Yes, he got accused of rape, which tarnished his name. But other than that, Kobe Bryant was portrayed as a superhero. Like somebody wrote this incredible script. Even from, guys, his last ever game, he got 60 points. Who the hell retires after getting 60 points? Who? Like, just logically here. Surely somebody would be in your ear, your agent, the owners, somebody, and just say, hey, Kobe, mate, you just got 60 points against the Utah Jazz. You've got to give me at least another season. No, they had him go out on a mega high. Ending that game, if you watch it, the last few minutes, the Lakers were getting murdered. And then Kobe he became Superman. And they somehow won the game. Watch the ending of that Utah Jazz and Lakers game. Remember when you combine the jersey numbers of the Utah Jazz? 181, the 42nd prime. All those stuff, it's like, what? These are not just random coincidences. Hey, from Australia, Kobe, big time monarch, mind control asset. I can agree with that. David Icke got a new book out called The Trap, meaning he wants to trap your soul. I can't stand Icke. Again, he's a Leicester City fan. A lot of people don't know that. He supports Leicester. He probably had a say in them winning the league. So he's a black magician, David Icke. Just like Crowley. He was my favorite player when I was a child, and it's tough to accept, but put God first. Nice. Again, it's a false idol, Kobe Bryant. We're not supposed to worship man. And a lot of people worship Kobe and still do. Like when I was in LA, I saw all these paintings of him. They're all over. What did he do? Just throw a basketball in a hoop? Other than that, what did he really do to earn such glory and recognition? What did he do? Sports world is all stories. You could make anything up for your puppet. Yeah, that's why a lot of these celebrities and athletes, they all have these tragic stories when they were younger, or they all come from extreme poverty. So yeah, they write stories for them to get you like, so you can relate to them and connect with them. And then, because the average person is just, we love a success story deep down. And because we think maybe it can be me, that could happen to me, maybe that could happen to my kid. And I think it's an illusion. Hebrews 11:6, without faith it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to Elohim must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Very beautiful. I like that. Isaiah 41:10, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your Elohim. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you in my righteous right hand. Boom. His body was shot, hence the reason why he took painkillers and saw a problem with the drug cartels. Think about it. But Renault, I get that you're still attached to Kobe. I get it. Like you said, it's hard. But bro, he got 60 points in his last ever game. You can talk about all these injuries and supposedly playing with painkillers. It's nearly as bad as when Michael Jordan was chronically sick the night before a game and then put in one of his best ever performances the day after, and he was still sick. Do you think he was sick? Do you think he had food poisoning like they told us? Yet he could still go on an NBA court and destroy it. And Michael Jordan played his best basketball when he was supposedly sick or injured. So what I'm getting at with Kobe Bryant is he got 60 points, mate, in his last ever game. I don't think he just stopped because his body was shot. He stopped because it was his time with the code. Simple as that. April the 13th, 2016. You got your 13-4. You got those numbers that make up pi. You got your 3, your 1, and your 4 within there. You got your 2016, which is your 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. 2016, the 63rd triangular number, your 6 and your 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 All-Star awards that he got. The reason he stopped playing was because of the code, not because he was suffering from pain. What about when he snapped his Achilles and he still played? He snapped his Achilles, everybody, and he was still on the court taking free throws. Snapped his Achilles. Achilles, again, just goes back to the Achilles when you're talking about the God. It's deep. I've got a friend who I've done a live stream with who talks about all of this. He does amazing work. And it just runs really, really deep. It's not because he was injured and he was tired and he just wanted to stop playing. Kobe's career was scripted just as Tom Brady and Michael Jordan's careers were scripted. Brady's still playing, isn't he? 45 years old. The 9th triangular number is 23rd season, the 9th prime. This has to be his last season for me, with all the 9s, the number of completion, the last single digit number. People say he'll go to 46, maybe. Maybe he was drafted 199th pick, the 46th prime. He retired 46 days after the Pope's birthday. But I think he's done this year. But you never know with Brady. Again, he could go for another 10 years and people will unfortunately just probably go, wow, good on him. Sad, to be honest. 60 points because of magnets. I'm sure technology and magnets are involved. I think it's bigger than technology. These outcomes, to be honest with you. I do believe technology is involved. It's pretty much been proven at this point that it's involved and has a say in the outcomes. But I think there's something way bigger than technology determining all of this. Coded for too long now, too many sports, got so much right. And it's like the games are already determined before they begin. So I don't really use the word rigged so much. I go, the outcomes are predetermined. And technology can't be doing that. They can't be getting this so perfect every single day. They can't. Something deeper that I don't think any of us will ever understand. And I do lean towards demons, angels, entities that are not from this world that basically determine the outcomes. Because if we're going to say it's man doing all of this, that's where people are not going to be receptive to this knowledge. It's just not man. Man's being used. And I think man's aware to an extent of how it's going down, but they're not responsible for it. They don't have the ability to plan all of this out day in, day out. Just please don't fall for that trap. That is, yes, we can talk about Skull and Bones, the Society of Jesus, and the Freemasons, no doubt. They have a lot of sacred occult knowledge and they use it against us, but there's people way above them. Way above them. The Book of Enoch was intentionally left out of the Bible, definitely. Same reason the mob killed Caesar, they killed Kobe. I'm not sure you can compare Caesar with Kobe, to be honest. Kobe came back to milk out another 100 million from the NBA and his endorsements. Bro, you are aware that the NBA players are slaves, aren't you? That's why they get traded, like a slave trade. These players are used and abused. And again, if you think it's about money and 100 million for Kobe, just sit down and question the monetary system and how easy it is for those who control it. Do you think they care about 100 million? No, they don't. It's monopoly money to them. Years ago when I visited the Vatican, I was still under the spell. I'm so glad that you broke it. Do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul, but rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and the body in hell. Yep. Tobin swinging in. How you doing? Refs just have to give him 3 throws. It's 3 points. He shoots over 90% from the line. It's the most boring play in all sports. I agree with the that referees can definitely have a say in the outcome. Again, that's where you can say the magnets. Like Steph Curry doesn't miss a 3 throw, does he? Kobe didn't really. So yeah, give him the ball, any type of touch, 3 throw line. And then they can do like with Giannis. Giannis is really bad from the 3 throw line. So was Shaq. So they'll do things like that to make it more realistic. Well, yeah, it makes sense. But again, it just Giannis, like the guy's a monster, the Greek freak. He should just be, if you look at the size of him and the practice and all he does is play basketball. Same with Shaq. How do they continue to miss 3 throws? These are elite athletes, superstars. And just because they're tall, they can't make 3 throws. It's just part of the package for them. It's part of Giannis's character that he can't make 3 throws. It's part of his character that the fans count 10 seconds because he takes so long to take one. It's all part of the show. It's part of the energy. And when he misses, the crowd go ballistic. And when he makes it, they go, ugh. Have you noticed what they do in NBA games as well? In many of the stadiums, if the opponent missed 2 3 throws in a row, like people get a free burger or something. And the amount of times that they miss the first one and make the second one and the crowd go, oh, I don't get my shitty burger now. They do stuff like that. It's like they know. Refs are definitely controlled, no doubt. That's why they wear the black and white for Freemasonry. Sparley, it's never too late for you to join the party, baby. If you're planning on coming to visit me, you'll have to do it soon. So I'm going to England shortly, although I haven't booked it yet. I really want to see you before I go. It's never too late to join this party. You never know with the illusion with his live streams, if you'll go an hour, if you'll go 5. You just don't know with this character. I've got to go to the store and buy an elbow strap. I know that. Thank you to Lady Hawk. She inboxed me on Twitter saying that I should sleep with my arm on a pillow. I do believe I do sleep on my arm. And I think I have done my whole life pretty much. I sleep on my arm. And I don't know what it is with me. I'm one of those people, I wake up, I always feel hungover. I look after myself, but when I wake up, I always feel like, oh, groggy. I went for a walk today, by the way, for about 20 minutes. No shoes, no socks. I've been reading about that it actually really helps you if you walk like barefooted. So I did that today. I think it does help. I think when we wear these shoes, it's not good for us. Wearing shoes is not good for our soul. Okay? So as often as I can now, I'm not going to wear shoes. I'm not going to wear shoes. I'm sure like wearing underwear is not good for you either. Probably blocks off circulation. It's probably not good for you. Or women who wear bras. I'm seeing more women now not wearing bras, which is a good thing. Not sexually, although sometimes it's nice. But I mean, it's probably really good for their breasts, not wearing these bras that are really tight. Can't be good. Yeah, it looks nice occasionally. But you know what I'm getting at? Underwear, shoes, like the stuff that they've basically designed to make our life easier and better. it's doing the opposite, I think. So I'm going to keep walking barefooted. Obviously, if I go to the store and stuff, I have to put on shoes. A New Orleans Saints fan sued the NFL a few years ago over a bad missed penalty in the playoffs. The judge threw out the case because he said they couldn't sue because the NFL is entertainment. But I've done a video about this. The NFL is 100% legally sports entertainment. It's all online for you to find yourself. I've tried to show many diehard NFL fans, and they choose to dismiss it. The NFL is legally sports entertainment, which means they can legally determine the outcome. Legally, just like wrestling. Vince McMahon, Triple H can say who's going to win. And if they want, they can change it halfway through. Shut up! They can change the outcome halfway through. It's where they communicate with the referees. They go change a plan. Let him know this is going to happen now. So they can do it because they might go off the audience. With the NFL, this is where gambling is dangerous. I do believe there is definitely a code, but there is still the strong possibility that these outcomes are being determined by the money that's being placed on the games. Maybe, just maybe, I don't know. You just see some baffling endings to games and you go, why did they do that? But yeah, the NFL is sports entertainment. Legally. You only suffer in the flesh, not in the spirit. Your spirit lives forever. Yeehaw, baby. I love it, Yasmin. The bigger their hands, the harder to shoot the small ball. Is it? How come there's other NBA players who have massive hands who are amazing free throw shooters then? Why is that? Pretty much all these NBA players have massive hands. We can make excuses up all day like that. So, because they've got big hands with the small ball, means that they find it difficult to make free throws. I'm not having that. And then you'll see Giannis knocking down threes, which is just hilarious in itself. They usually target only a handful of guys who can do it all. If you're a big name after that, you usually have one flaw. What were Kobe's flaw, though? What were Michael Jordan's flaw? What was it? Kobe, I guess, was a bit temperamental, a bit emotional. But Michael Jordan, what was his weakness? But I get what you're saying. Usually they give them one flaw. But, like, for example, what's Messi's weakness? Some of them are just, I don't know, they get given everything. They are like gods among men when they're playing in these leagues, these top stars. Brady has so many weaknesses, yet he's got 7 rings. Many pro athletes have parents who work for the military. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. It's amazing how many players, how many of these players have parents who were in the military. Who knows what experiments are going on there? Who knows? EA Sports, it's in the game. Yeah, they tell us that. Electronic Arts, it's in the game. It's being used in the professional game. That's why video games, pretty much you can't really tell the difference now between a game of FIFA and watching a Premier League game. It's the same thing. Wearing shoes disconnects you from the earth, I believe so. NFL player told you it's not determined on the field, but in Vegas. Yeah, I remember that. And he said that he knew the exact play that the opponent were going to play. He said we knew everything that they were going to do. And then he said, who wins? Whoever the NFL want to win. That's what they said. Just so blatant. Who wins? Whoever the NFL wants to win. So it's not about ability. It's that whoever the NFL wants to win is going to win. Don't get any more blatant than that. I told you all these leagues, NFL, NBA, MLB, MLS, they're all owned by the same people. That's what people don't get. They're all owned by the same groups of people. Same families. I've said that. That's why you have the Glazers on Man United and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Stan Kroenke owns Arsenal and is invested with the Avalanche and the Rams. There's a load of them, these families. So this could be a trap here. I don't know if this is a trap. The Dodgers can get the 44th home win on Kobe's 44th birthday. That could be a massive trap. This is the thing with it. That seems too obvious. Brewers could get the 66 win and stay on 56 losses. Church of Salem was founded in 66, 56 years ago. Maybe the Brewers beat the Dodgers again and shock them. I don't know. I'm really intrigued with this Mets game. What they're going to do with this. Again, it's another 44. Will the Yankees stay on 44 home wins on Kobe's 44th birthday? Get the 21st loss on 73 day anymore, do the 21st prime? I don't know. But Yankees can get 76 win. George Bush, baby, born 7'6", 76 years old. Obviously, he was the president during 9/11. But probably the Mets. I don't know. I just think it's a lot more fun decoding these games than just this team should win because they're the better team. I'd rather actually look into it and learn and study. This is nice. Somebody said, does it matter that the decode comes after the game? Adam is showing an understanding of why it happened. Stop your moaning, case closed. Exactly. Thank you, Bill Gates. That's an interesting name. I was referring to Bill. Yeah, like, why do I do what I do? I always get asked that question. Why do you do what you do, Adam? What's the point? What do you gain from it? I'm just having people question the reality and think about who and what they give their energy to. That's why I do what I do. The reason I can do all these live streams and put out this work is because I have a small following who support me. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be going live. It's as simple as that. I've said I'll keep going live and doing these codes for as long as I don't have to go work a 9-to-5 job. As soon as I do that, then I won't be doing these lives at whatever time it is now, 11:43. I won't be doing them. I won't be able to. So, yeah, that guy, stop moaning. Oh, you only ever codes after the game. That's blatantly a lie because I've done about 300, 400, 500 predictions that I've got right before games or more. So, again, just nonsense. Walk on dirt or sand, I did that. So where I lived, I'm surrounded by sand. It was nice. It was nice walking barefooted. Kobe was an independent, self-made man with influence over hundreds of millions of people worldwide, a natural-made leader. Oh, I don't know what to say to you, mate. MJ's weakness, drugs and gambling. Not a fair play. Yeah, he had a real problem with gambling, didn't he? Michael Jordan. Everything had to be a bet. Everything had to be a bet. I bet you that this. Like, come on, Michael. Like, not everything has to be a bet. It's like, oh, you're scared? You're scared? He just had that competitiveness. It's like, again, he was already mega rich. Did he need the money? I've said this about a lot of people who gamble. Do they need the money? When they gamble, do they need it? Or is it just the rush, the adrenaline? That's what it was for me. The reason why I gambled, it was the rush and adrenaline over the money. I figured that out when I was winning the money, and I didn't even really get overly emotional about the money. It was the thrill. Maybe that's what it was with Michael Jordan. But to say Kobe was like, he made it all by himself with no assistance, I don't agree. He had the NBA behind him. He had the mainstream media behind him. And they don't push you unless you're sick. If Kobe was such an amazing parent and guy and leader, why were the mainstream 99% of the time promoting him? They don't promote good people, mate. in my opinion. Could be wrong. But do you think that these elitist families who are on the mainstream are going to promote genuine people and then have them get to the top of their satanic industry and nothing but actors, the NBA? Yankees can improve to 201, 145 since Kobe's death. Oh, coronavirus declared a pandemic 201 days after Kobe's last birthday as well. Yeah. You got the 14-6 though. If they lose, that's Donald Trump's birthday. He witnessed 9/11. Well, that's what they tell us. He's from New York. Again, it is. I'll give people this. When you code these games, it's just, there is so much for both. And then you have to just use your, I don't know, maybe your instinct, your gut, or whoever has the better riddle. So yeah, maybe if we're going off Kobe's death, maybe that's what the riddle is. Maybe it has nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? Okay, Mets record since 1/26/2020. Maybe you have to put playoffs as well. All right, so they can get the 183rd win. No crime with that. The 164 is massively connected to Brady. They can stay on 164 losses. Get 83rd road win since Kobe's death. Wow. They can stay on 94 road losses since Kobe died. And where is it? Oh, no. Give me a second. I think there's a big 9-4 since his death date from his birthday year. So from his death date to his birthday, 940 days exact. 940, like 94. And the Mets can stay on 94 road losses since Kobe died. So there's all sorts of stuff that you can look at. I think overall the Mets have the better riddle and the better price, don't they? No, they're underdog. The NFL pushes the narrative that Brady is the greatest player of all time. But if you look back at his college career and when he came into the NFL, he was uncoordinated and unathletic. Yeah, Brady is the best example of mockery. Like, he struggled at college. He was at Michigan, wasn't he? Number 10. Then he's drafted 199th pick in the 6th round, and he has more rings than any NFL franchise. And what they can always push is his mentality. Brady's mentality. Come on. Pretty certain that anyone at that level, their level of mentality has to be so high. You're playing in front of hundreds of thousands of people, so much pressure on you every game, the risk of injury, just scrutinized for every play. But only Brady seems to be the one who has a strong mindset. Come on. And he's still playing now at 45. And his team's the second favorite to win the NFL. Being attached to the system makes one weak, I agree. Did he really have a problem, or was it the narrative written of his life? Again, that's for us to decide. It seems the top stars all have narratives and storylines. That's why they say in the NFL, let's discuss some of the weak storylines, potential storylines. It's like, what? And then at the end, they say, thank you for watching this production. Kobe helped lead people farther away from God. Don't deceive yourself. I agree with that. Kobe played the role of God in his head. This Black Mamba character. There's no way for a second I think Kobe Bryant was a good guy. Sadio Mane sends his money to his home village to help them. Doesn't covet riches, LFC sell and then fall down. Again, the stuff they tell you about Mane, because there's a few photos of him in Africa, supposedly handing out money and jerseys and all of that. Sadio Mane is so connected to the number 10 and satanic number, Sadio Mane. Didn't he go to Bayern for 42 million and the beast reigns for 42 months? So again, Manny, he came through at Southampton, St. Mary's. It's all biblical. I think he's got the fastest hat trick in the history of the Premier League as well, Manny. I don't rate the guy. I really don't rate him like a lot of people do. I think he's very sloppy. I think he technically is nowhere near as good as people say he is, but scores goals, doesn't he? Scores goals. Kobe's a fallen angel. I believe so. I really do believe so. His connections are off the charts. They are. Listen to Kobe speak on business and finances. There are videos where he sounds like a real intellectual, which is rare for this type of athlete. Kobe was incredibly intelligent. It was one of his selling points. Told you he spoke multiple languages. Like, he always said the right thing. They tell us Kobe slept 4 hours. So I've told you, Kobe was like this perfect athlete they created. They made him into a perfect family man as well. That's why it pulled on people's heartstrings even more when his daughter died, because she was so in love with basketball like her father. It's a movie. We are living in a movie, it seems. We live within a movie set. Like Truman Show. That's what I think at this point. So I've told you, other than Kobe getting accused of rape, where it all came out that he didn't do it, his career has been, and life story, is an icon, is a perfect dad, the perfect athlete, the perfect mentality, the Mamba mentality. Do you think the media are going to promote a guy who's got all those gifts without being sick, like truly sick in the head, or like we said, a fallen angel, or some sort of bloodline? Kobe Bryant. My first ever video about that guy. He died 126. Put the alphabet in the Gematrinator. It's 126 and 2 ciphers. 2 of the 4 main ciphers. It's 126. And then you've got is it one second, my turning. You've got Genesis 12:6, which is a really important verse. You've got all sorts of stuff with the Bible with 126. And he died on 126. Like Giannis born 12:6. Giannis, like Gianna. It's deep. It is so biblical. I've told you, Kobe is one of the reasons why I truly believe in Revelation. Revelation 12:6, and the woman fled into the wilderness where she had a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,203 days. Wow, 1, 2, 3. LeBron James was born 12:30, 1, 2, 3. Tiger Woods 1, 2, 3. Same as LeBron. Lady Hawk, I know they put so much chemicals in food and tap water, and it sounds like a real intellectual, which is rare for this type of athlete. I know, no. However, when he, the Spirit of truth, has come, he will guide you into all truth, or he will not speak on his own authority, but whatever he hears, he will speak, and he will tell you things to come. Prophecy, baby. 1-0 is also squad leader's designation in military groups. Wow, I didn't know that. Do you think the Earth's a globe? No. Kobe and Shaq hated each other, but that's covered up now. Kobe exposed Shaq for cheating on his wife, and then she divorced him and took money. Kobe and Shaq were characters, mate. Again, do you want another 42? Shaquille O'Neal was 34. Kobe was 8. 34 plus 8, 42. It's about the beast. Shaquille O'Neal has openly admitted that he's a Freemason as well, and then denied it. He showed his Freemason ring, admitted that he's a part of Freemasonry, and then has come out since saying he's not, when he had a giant Freemason ring. So is Scottie Pippen, open Freemason, and then denied it, and then said he is and then isn't. That's what they do. They'll say the truth and they'll lie, and then you don't know what to believe, so you just let it go. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe, Kobe got an extra ring more than Shaq. That's the banter they always had. Kobe was like, he wanted to make sure he had more rings than Shaq. Really? Shaquille O'Neal is Nephilim. I'm telling you, Shaquille O'Neal is Nephilim, and he's broken down like many times, like he's under MK Ultra, where he's just froze. And there's something not right with Shaquille O'Neal. I've done the numbers with Shaquille and Kobe as well. They're insane how they're synced up by a code. Like even his name, Shaquille O'Neal. Like, is it a real name? Kobe Bean Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. These names that they have. Boxing's real. It depends how you define real. Yes, they're in a ring. Yes, they're swinging at each other. Yes, they get hit. What do you mean by real? I honestly believe warmongers like Joseph Stalin are fallen angels, watchers. Very possible, Svali. Very possible. Kobe was a big Messi fan. He was an AC Milan fan as well, and a Barcelona fan. He liked both. Kobe loved Ronaldinho. He really loved Ronaldinho. If you see Kobe try to play football, it's embarrassing as well. Supposedly he was a great footballer. I've seen him. He could barely move. Barely move. Oh, by the way, you guys need to watch Will Smith try and kick a football. It's cringeworthy. Watch Will Smith take a penalty. I'm telling you, he's one of the campest celebrities ever. I am 99.9% sure that Will Smith is gay. That's why in his first ever movie, he had sex with a white man. Got broken in. Your average American doesn't even know how many letters are in the alphabet. I've literally gotten 30 letters as an answer. It's very true, mate. Like, I try and say, how are people going to understand pentagonal numbers, triangular numbers, prime numbers, square root, when they don't even know how many letters are in the alphabet? I always say, ask people what's 9 times 11. They can't give me the answer. 9, 9, 1, 9, 9. I don't know, Adam. What is it? Oh my goodness. So no wonder these numbers go over people's heads. I just wish I could do a 1-hour presentation about Kobe Bryant's life and really slowly break it down and give visuals in front of thousands of people. And they'll probably say, and what does this all mean? Still don't fully have an answer, just that everything's coded. That MK stuff is messed up, man. I've been treated by some of the recruitment doctors taking my blood and asking if I think I had powers. Wow. Yeah, MK Ultra is a very real thing. CIA, mind control, guys. It's still going on now. If this was going on in the 50s and they said that they got rid of it, come on, guys. Think of the level that they're operating on now, what they're able to do with mind control, with technology. Satan has 22 main chief angels. Satanic gets you 22. I didn't know that. Hey, Angel Z, much love. Mag Truth really hits the nail on the head. He deserves all the love and respect. I agree. Bam. I agree. He really does nail it. Every video. It provides compelling information. I watched one this morning about this woman supposedly shooting somebody. It sounded like a, what they call it, a pellet gun. What's it called where you shoot each other, but for fun? What's that game? Not Laser Quest. Forgot what it's called. Where you pop people off. It hurts, but you're not actually getting shot by like bullets, like your typical bullet. What's it called? I'm having a shock here. It's only 3,000. Yeah, paintball. That's what it sounded like. It wasn't an actual gunshot from a gun like they told us. He's saying that people who've got this are now just, their whole brain's been rewired so they can, the media can literally say whatever they want now and people are going to believe it because they're under some deep form of mind control and the whole brain's been rewired. I don't know any of that, but I do believe people are under a spell that they can't see what's going on in the world, to be honest. Maybe it's just been social engineering over a long period of time. I just posted on my website, by the way, my code for who I think is going to win the NBA. I got it right last year. So if you want to check that out, it's worth checking out. I thought I sorted something out last night with my mate doing the website, Gabriel. So you can now, for the website, you can actually sign up with a credit card and a debit card. But there's still some countries that don't allow people to sign up. So Serap, you know, work really hard. You're from Turkey. Unfortunately, you're not able to sign up still, but as every other country. So yeah, guys, if you didn't have PayPal, that's why you didn't sign up. You can pay with your credit and debit card now. It's worth it. I've just posted the NBA code. Very confident. Yeah, I watched that. Somebody's just sent me Kobe and Lucifer Decoded. I think I've already seen that with Decoding Reality, but I'll share it on the website in a moment. What's this saying? Kobe career spans 7,100 days from his first game until his last game. Highway 71 in Los Angeles spans 23 miles. Kobe born on the 23rd, or 37 kilometers. Played his last game age 37. Wow. So there's more. There's more. I have to see that for myself. 1 second. So his first ever game was November the 3rd, 1996. Last ever game, April the 13th, 2016. Jeez. 7101. How is this all being just perfectly done? How's it all being done? It's another thing for the Mets there, I guess. Kobe's first game, 129 day numerology pure. The Mets can become 12-9 on Tuesdays this season. Wow. Clockwork Orange, that's a very interesting movie with Stanley Kubrick. Really grateful for Pedro on my website. Just positive, man. Oh, yeah. So I saw this. I'm speaking to somebody about this. So, you know, you've got these A-listers. These celebrities are called A-listers. So who do we regard as A-listers? Brady, Will Smith, Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp. Miley Cyrus, maybe. These A-listers. And it makes me, Angelina Jolie, yeah. A-listers is like Alistair Crowley, who all these A-listers worship. That's why he was on the front cover of the the Beatles album, Sgt. Pepper one. A-listers, Alistair, the Black Magician. Hey, Javier. It's wild just making these connections. Like, we don't ask, do we, like, why they're called A-listers? It's Alistair Crowley. This is really nice. Best kept secret. This just gave me goosebumps. Thank you, mate. He said, because of your codes, I'm getting more people questioning right or wrong. There's always something to learn, much appreciation. I post them with pictures on my stories and sometimes add more if I got something. And at least once a week, I get comments like, wow, interesting. People asking me how they can learn and lead them to your channel. Best kept secret, that's just gave me goosebumps. That's what I want to do. I want people to question. That's it. That's what I want. I don't want them to think I'm a guru and a god and a genius and I know everything, because I don't. But to have people question, even question if pro sports are rigged, question their reality, question the universe, question numbers. Thank you very much. Chuck just said, thanks, Adam, looks great. This is my 2023 NBA winners. What about Super Bowl? It's a bit closer. We're still on the Bulls. No, I'm not on the Bulls. I'm not going to tell you. But I did a phenomenal code for a team who I think is going to win. And then I've got Oetika, is just an amazing person. He's the one who said Man City were going to draw with Newcastle. He's just done a code about Anne Hetch. This is really interesting. Anne Hetch equals 33, died 3 years, 3 days after Jeffrey Epstein's final full day alive. Anne's crash happened 3 years, 30 days after Epstein's arrest and 303 days before the anniversary of the car crash that killed her brother. Her dad died on 3/3. This is what I mean. This guy's exceptional. He's on the website, exceptional. Like, this is all numbers you can check yourself. Hetch was 1303 days old when Biden's wife and daughter were killed in a car wreck. I'm going to add to that, mate. Francis became the Pope, 13/3. And then he's saying Biden and Trump just so happened to be born this exact same span of 1303 days apart. Andrew Tate was born exactly 1303 weeks after Ghislaine Maxwell. Mate, this is insane. Andrew Tate equals 666 was also born exactly 13,330 weeks after the founding of the first Grand Lodge in the USA. Guys, are you hearing this? And 13,033 days before he was banned from social media, which was on 8/19/2022. We're reminded that Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert, British MP, suspected spy, Mossad agent and fraudster, who was found dead floating beside the yacht, the Lady Ghislaine, on 11/4/91. Jeffrey Epstein equals 333, died 333 months later. Ghislaine's sex trafficking trial began 30 years, 3 weeks, 3 days later, and she was sentenced 30 years, 33 weeks later. What? Oh my God. This is sensational. Sensational. Wow. Thank you. I'm so glad that he's a part of my community. Going back to Tate, he supposedly beat up a woman with a belt, didn't he? And then he got kicked out of the Big Brother house. And 6 years and 66 days afterwards, his social media, he gets banned from it. Again, they put him in 2016 in Big Brother, 6 times 6 times 6. They get these people in your subconscious. And this guy's called the Top G, which connects to why he's so connected to the Grand Lodge in the US, which is Freemasonry. So just reading that code there, and I've not even read the rest of it. One of Anne Hetch's upcoming films, Supercell, co-stars none other than Alec Baldwin, who was born 133 months, 3 weeks before Hetch, and 3,333 weeks before the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. Helena Hutchins was Ukrainian and grew up in Murmansk, the daughter of a Russian nuclear submarine captain. Baldwin's first film, Hunt, for the Red October was about a Russian nuclear submarine from Murmansk. He also parodied Donald Trump on SNL, and Trump said that Baldwin probably shot her on purpose. Hilarious. We also see that Baldwin did a rare interview on 8/19, 303 days after Hutchins died, where he blamed the assistant director and props manager. This code here is one of the best that I've ever read. It's not mine. I'm sharing it now. Wow. Wow. So, have you seen the Alec Baldwin commercial where he says he's basically an alien, a lizard? I think it's a Hulu commercial. That code is just off the charts. What? Join up, people. Best $10 you'll ever spend, period. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I try my best every day to put out content. Probably at times, I like that Alistair. Thank you, Svali. My bro Gabriel, I get along with him so much, the guy who did my website. He just thinks that I have really low expectations with how many people should be supporting me. And that's where we go back and forth on it. He has this thing in his head where I should be getting at least 600 people paying me $10. Easy. It's $10, it's nothing, easy. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to get that amount as well. Well, you're never going to get it then. If you're going to think like that, you're never going to get it. And he's kind of right. So I don't know. All I can do is thank the people that do support that website, that allow me to do what I do. Forever grateful. Been doing it almost 2 years. But to get 600, I just don't know how realistic that is. I'm going to ask you guys this, just out of interest. You can be honest. For somebody who does what I do, I say that I decode the matrix. Every day I put out a range of really solid content, either my own or I'll research stuff and share other people's work, like videos on YouTube. How many people do you reckon I should be aiming to get? That's realistic without being greedy or unrealistic. I'm on 122. Oh my God. Kobe's highest scoring game was on 122. I have 122 active people on my website now. What do you think is realistic? Just 450? Somebody's saying Kane Clark, 450. And how do I promote myself? I get all the people on my website saying this is amazing. Like, so grateful to you. But I don't know how to promote myself. I'm not very good at that. Maybe I need to put a billboard of me in every nation. I just don't know. I don't know how I can best promote myself. But thank you for saying that, Yasmin. That's very nice of you. If you believe you are one with everyone else, you lose your individuality and your own soul. Yeah, you've got to find that balance of having your individuality, but also know that we are connected. I always say we're all connected, or we're all the same, but we're all different. We're all God's creation, in my opinion, but we're all so different with our personality and the gifts that we have and our outlooks on life and the way we look. So yeah, you don't want to lose that individuality. You don't want to lose what makes you you, but you also don't want to separate yourself from everybody as well. 6 are the letters of the beast, SIX. What does 6 get you in Gematria when you type it in? 6. 52, 16, 29, and 20. I know 666, I think, gets you 156, and 911 is 156 prime. Like this summit today for the, let me just wait till they stop banging. The summit today for the Houston Astros, like, to win. Dusty Baker, who's the head coach of Houston, he can get his 2066 win. Kobe was drafted 26-6. Today's his birthday. So Astros are probably going to win. because there's loads of Kobe numbers for them. Adam, I'll share a decoding secret for MLB. To find the manager's home away record, just type in team's name since when he became coach. So the Reds away record since 2018. That's really smart. Thank you, Chris. Quality and quantity are two different things. I completely agree. With that. Crazy Alec Baldwin Hulu commercial video. Yeah. It's basically telling the whole world that they're not human. 2023 is the year when the beast is going to make his presence felt. I agree. 7,000. I'll never have 7,000. I do believe I should have more. I have 303 on Patreon. Now I have 122. I've not changed. If anything, I've got better. So I don't know. I wonder why the people who supported me on Patreon, like where they've gone. Where they've gone. I haven't emailed them, to be fair. But I was thinking I'd get at least 2/3 of them back. But no, I've got a third. Pretty much. Just over a third. Maybe 40% of what I had. Which I'm still grateful for. But I'll just keep doing this for as long as I can do it. Decode KSI fighting 2 people on the same night. Okay. Reds manager went 126, 126 at home when playing Philly. Wow. Kobe's death date, born in Philly. Reds connected to Satan. You're doing good, man. Just let people decide for themselves and keep on speaking. It's key. You start taking sides is when people get reasons to dislike you. Thank you. I agree with you there. I just speak my truth. I'm trying not to go back and forth with people anymore. Again, this guy's just left a comment. What did he say? Intrigued. Laughing emoji. That's a good one. Thumbs up. Been there and done it, mate. And posting about your shit to make others aware that you're nothing more than a grifter who's taking baby truthers for CUNTSs. Baby truthers. Okay, Tom Slong. That's the thing, like him calling people baby truthers is exactly what is wrong with a lot of this community. Baby truther, like putting yourself above other people. Okay, mate. Spirit was amongst man searching for righteousness. Bam. Just be a gambling promoter and offer your views and opinions that will get you fat. I know, if I just sold myself as the gambling guy, I would have 500 people paying me. If I would approach it that way. But I'm never going to approach it that way again. I'm not going to do that. The sports that I do are just to reveal deception and hopefully make people money where they can pay and support me for a year, which is $120. They should make that easy over the year if they take my picks. They'll have days where they miss out. They'll have months where they win so much. Weeks where I don't miss, and then weeks where I have a shocker. It's not often I'll go weeks and weeks having shockers, whereas it's often I can go weeks doing great. Did you see the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony? I did. The bull was worshipping Baal. It was just worshipping the beast. The Commonwealth. I'll be there soon, bro. This end of the month, PayPal was the issue. Oh, brilliant. The truth. Thank you very much. It's going to help me now that you can pay with credit and debit card. Just know, Gabriel said I have to do a video on this. It's going to show you that you can only pay with PayPal. That's incorrect. Once you put in your details, it gives you the option to pay with your card. So you've just got to go through it. It won't instantly show you the card option, but it works because my friend Maverick's going to sign up from India. Good luck to him. He's got an exam today. He's been going on about signing up, but he doesn't have PayPal in India. He don't need it anymore. Angel say it's possible. I will soon join. Need to end the Patreon subscription. Thank you, Angel Z. It means a lot. Like I said, like I ain't getting rich from this. But I just want to keep studying and helping people whilst I can. I've been tempted so many times. Like I've told you, these schools are offering me they've offered me to go back and offered double my money and all sorts of stuff to get me back into the education system. And I have been tempted a few times, just go back at them, just do it, have a routine, don't obsess over these numbers. But it's like, I feel like I've got a gift, and it's helping people more than I'd probably help people in a classroom teaching them English. So again, just as long as I can continue to do this, I'll do it, unless I literally can't put food on the table through this knowledge. Brewers coach May 4th, 2015. Braves May the 17th, 2016. A lot of people like the Brewers, don't they, for the MLB? I'm on the Mets. I've been for a long time. But a lot of people like the Brewers, and I can see why. 86, just like the last time Argentina won the World Cup, yeah. Yeah. There's loads of 86s with Messi. I was born in 86. Yeah, and the World Cup final is one day after the Pope turns 86, who's Argentinian. Just loads of stuff. 86 is connected to death, I told you as well. You got your 8-foot coffin, you go 6 feet under, 8-6. Adam, do you think credit card is okay to use? It is, bro. Now, I was working on it last night. It was such a process, but it works now. There must be there's probably going to be about 30 or 40 people that will sign up now. They said, I don't have PayPal, Adam. I'm not setting up PayPal. I don't have PayPal in my country. Like, again, Surap, I'm sorry. You're from Turkey. You want me to set up a Western Union for it all? I don't think I can. I'll keep trying for you. I'll keep trying. Oh, but you shall receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you shall be witnesses to me in Jerusalem and all the Judea and Samaria and to the end of the earth. Beautiful. My eldest daughter just bought me lunch and strawberry cake for my birthday. Is it your birthday, Lady Hawk? Happy birthday. She's the most thoughtful child. Going to eat and just listen unless I can't help myself. Oh, strawberry cake sounds delicious. I feel like something sweet, like strawberry cheesecake or something. Maybe go get a donut. But if it is your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Staying on 41 likes for Kobe here and 57 in the live, like his NBA Finals record. I'd love to subscribe. I'm in the UK in October. My energy bills will double, and then again in January. Wow. Fuel is extortionate, as is food. I just can't commit. Love your work, though. Promote it on Twitter. Thank you, Sassy Lass. Yeah, I've heard that the prices of electricity are just scandalous at the moment. It's the same here. I've got the air conditioner on now in the background. Like, my last bill was like, geez, this is in Mexico. It's just one of them. But if I don't have it on, I'm like dripping with sweat. I can't get on your website because I don't do money. What do you mean you don't do money? How do you survive? I'm confused. So many different bank cards. Yeah. I've managed to go through my life at 36 years old and never owned a credit card. Thank you, Dad, for that. I'm sure in many ways it bites me in the ass with my credit history. I don't have any. But my dad always said, never get a credit card. Always spend what you can afford. So all I own, guys, is one debit card. That's it. It's pretty wild when, like, especially like my mates in LA, they have like 10 credit cards. But when you live with the credit card, you're playing with fire. Like, it really is like Monopoly money. Just put it on my card, put it on my card. And it bites you in the ass from what I've heard. August the 20th was my birthday. Nice. 3 days ago then. Hope you had a wonderful day. Your dad's a wise man. My dad is an incredibly wise man. And I can't wait to see him, man. I can't wait to see him. Told you my birthday is on his birthday, which is glorious in itself. Just very rare that is very rare. Not to share his birthday. I'm going to be back for my mum's birthday as well. Her birthday's 15th of September. So that'll be nice. I can't remember the last time I was with her on a birthday. I'll look after her. Virgos, yeah, I'm coming up in a week. Nice. Buy me, you pay $5 more on your rent. In return, it builds my credit. Interesting. 1 in 365 chance, yeah. Heard the bulls are going to rise up to $5,000. Nobody should be getting charged for electricity or water. I've said this now. What else? All truths are but half truths. All paradoxes can be reconciled. I agree with that. And they play Honduras 86 days before the World Cup final. Wow. Argentina playing Jamaica on the 23rd of September. That's 239, 52nd prime. 91 days after Messi's birthday. Reckon Messi will score 5 goals to make it 91 goals. He's on 86 now, isn't he? 5 goals against Jamaica. Maybe 91's the 13th triangular number as well. I don't know, but he's going to have a big season for PSG. No doubt. He got 6 goals last year, which is a joke. He's already got quite a few this year. Hello, Illusion. Hope your trip went well. Thank you. My trip was very up and down. But overall, I'm glad that I did it. It was many highs, many lows because I got sick. But there's a lot of good stuff as well. But thank you. England will win the Rugby League World Cup in 2022. I'll have to look. Hello, Kathy Gematria. Hope you're well. Bank equals church, card equals worship, official maybe. Yeah, these credit cards are such CC as well for your 33. I didn't see any. Yeah, Chido maybe he gets 5. I think he's done it before, but I don't know. He could get 1 because he was born in 87. He was born in 87, Messi. So maybe he just scores 1, gets to 87. I don't know. Hey, Joseph. It's sad that prices are rising. It's a shame people just accept it and don't care to protest about it and say no more. But people don't. So, yeah, that's how it works in life. Taxes is the best example. Just get on with it. We all have to do it, Adam. We all have to pay. We all have to go in lockdown. It's not just you, Adam. That's the mindset that we get screwed over with daily. So when people like myself question it all, it's like, just deal with it, Adam. We all have to. What makes you different? Wear your mask, Adam. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let me just respond to this. And I'm not going to even, I'm going to say, okay, mate, you are entitled to your opinion. Say whatever you want about me, mate. It's your opinion, not mine. I'm not going to give you what you want. I'm not going to give you what you want. It's the best way in it. When people go at you, say, okay, that's your opinion. No worries, mate. They don't know what to say to that. Vitamin C was discovered by CC. Someone, my trivia question yesterday. Wow, did you go to a quiz? I just love that God is talked about here. He's giving me hope that Gematria is not useless. Yeah, that's the beauty. The beauty of this knowledge is that it's brought me to God. I'll say this to everybody. Without being like a preacher, this knowledge has brought me to God. Yes, it's brought me money along the way. It's brought me friendships. It's brought me a ton of knowledge, but it's brought me to God. That these numbers are just so sacred and incredible and beautiful. And that's what I get from this. All the late nights, the loss of friends, the how my whole reality has been flipped upside down has all been worth it, because I know that God communicates via numbers. I can say that and believe it deeply in my soul. And all the other stuff, if I can code, can bring me closer to God, I'm great. But now the giants who are born from the union of the spirits and the flesh shall be called devil spirits upon the earth, because their dwelling shall be upon the earth and inside the earth. Yep, that's what's happening now. Down with energy companies, don't pay the bandits. Yeah, just imagine if the majority of the world just got together and saw through the illusion of society. We'd create our own system. The only way this is going to change is if we create our own society and not play along with the old one. We keep the society up. The society only functions because we allow it to function, that we operate by the rules of it. That is it. And again, the reason why we do it is money. It is money. Why people don't take chances or question this reality. They're just so focused on making enough money to be all right. And we're all guilty of that. We all are, I'm telling you. You can't just shy away from that. I need to make enough money to pay my bills and stuff. We can't shy away from that. Unfortunately, it sucks. I love that, and this is what I needed to hear, because I was feeling like it was all useless for a while. You can have moments with this knowledge, Angel, where you think, what's the point? What does it mean? What's the point? Like, does it really have a major impact on the world? Is it just throwing numbers together? People will tell you that. But I've just worked at such a high level now to know that the world's operated by numbers. And I think God's behind that. The devil communicates through numbers as well. I agree with that. He infiltrates the natural code. I've been decoding sports for 5+ years now. This MLB season, I started with $200, now up to $100K. What? Turned $5 into $15K on JFK's birthday, 12-team parlay connected to JFK. Well, whoever you are, Chris, much love to you. And if you have a platform, then promote yourself, because that's phenomenal. You can always cut the strings and free the masses, but you should start with the puppeteers. Yes. The dwelling of the spiritual beings of heaven is heaven, but the dwelling of the spirits of the earth, which are born upon the earth, is in the earth. That makes sense. We are more powerful than we will ever know. Yes, Yasmin came to me in a dream. Because from the day that they were created from the sons of God, they became watchers. Their first origin is the spiritual foundation. The watchers, the fallen angels, were supposed to oversee humanity. And then they got involved with it and had sex with the women. It's life, brother, yep. I miss your channel, Illusion. You know the numbers. Cheers, Bernie Mac. Illusion, do you know Andy Serkis? No. Major League Baseball equals 162. Baseball 162, MLB 162. Do you know there's 162 regular season games, Joseph? I was going to do a post about it. All the 162s, there's 162 regular season games this season. Which gets you 9. Just like MLB gets you 9, just like, oh, there's 9 innings. And let me just check some. Pretty certain the Freemasons founded baseball. I think it's the most Masonic sport. Exploring the origins of professional baseball and Masonic players. I'll read this. You look at the stadiums, how they're designed as well. Summer months in the United States mean baseball. Did you know that Ohio is the birthplace of professional baseball in the United States? On June the 1st, 1869, Cincinnati became the first city to field an entire team of professional baseball players that would be paid to play a game. The Cincinnati Red Stockings crushed the amateur Mansfield Independents with an unreal score of 48-14. Sounds more like a Bengals score. The professional club would go on to amass 57 straight victories, guys. That's Kobe's NBA Finals record, 5 out of 7. Today, we know the team as the Cincinnati Reds. And professional baseball has expanded into a multi-million-dollar industry and beloved American sport. So let's have a look at what it's saying here. I'm telling you, the Freemasons founded baseball. Back in 1869, a group of 10 salaried players became the first professional baseball team in the US. Before these men stepped forward, gloveless hands and all, it was the formation of the Cincinnati Baseball Club in 1866. That sparked the beginning of professional baseball. The NABBP, National Association of Baseball Players, was an organization with numerous amateur baseball clubs that expanded baseball to national level. Clubs would play against one another and certain star players began to draw larger crowds. Let me just get to a point where it talks about Freemasonry. Okay, here it is. Early baseball shares deep roots in Ohio and Freemasonry. Brother Denton True C.Y. Young was an American Major League Baseball pitcher in the late 1800s and early 1900s. He was born in Gilmore, Ohio, supporting his family's farm before committing to a professional career in MLB. Brother Cy pitched for 5 teams during his 21 Jesuit 21 baseball career. His career began with Cleveland Spiders and would end with Boston Rustlers. In his 31 years, 11th prime in the MLB, Young would play 12 seasons in Ohio. Well, what's this got to do with Freemasonry? Oh, he's a member of the Mystic Thai Lodge. There's got to be more information on this. Here it is. Baseball is less a sport than it is a ritual. Slow paced, the players are immobile most of the time, standing on geometric shapes. The philosopher Maurice Raphael Cohen described baseball as a national religion. Almost all ancient civilizations had some sort of ritualistic sporting events that mixed athletic prowess and religious beliefs. It is true, isn't it, that the majority of time in baseball, people are stood still. Guys, 44 in the live, 44 likes on Kobe's 44th birthday. Come on. I think this. Love thy neighbor, yes. Love thy neighbor. I would love it if they shut up. Woo! 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 This is like when Austin Powers takes a piss. Just laugh at him. Just laugh. Just laugh. Somebody's saying Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre lives next door. It sounds like it. That made me giggle. Thank you. Leatherface. I used to love that movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Thank you for that. That made me laugh. Ohio equals 47. Like 80% of baseball movies are released on 4/7. Yeah. Freemason compass is set at 47 degrees. And the sonic shape of the baseball field, yeah. 9 innings, 3 strikes. I'm going to go have some berries. I'm going to have some berries. Calm myself down. Woo! Wow. Get some berries inside me. I've got some blackberries and raspberries. Refreshing. Did the Michael Jackson yell? Okay, what the... Can you be quiet, baby? That one? I'm still laughing at that leather face. It's a highlight of my day so far. Thank you for that. This is like something from Family Guy. What are they doing in there? Making a Masonic lodge? Sorry for laughing, guys. You might be getting annoyed, but it's kind of funny as well, isn't it? All right, mate, that's enough. Human sacrifice. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah, I think there's some human sacrifice going on next door. Maybe it's Kobe. Maybe it's Kobe Bryant trying to distract me. Never died. Pipe down, Kobe. Alex Jones is in the house, drilling. Wow. Wait. Yasmin just... I'm going to cry. Yasmin just said it's a heavy Judah vibrator. That just made me laugh a lot. Maybe it's Big Mike's vibrator, guys, going off next door. Kobe's ghost. Kobe's ghost doing a ritual. Oh, guys, you're making me giggle here. Oh, man. How is any of this not boring to you? Bumlots is beyond. Oh, my word. Manny and Annie's in the house. Maybe it's him, Julian. Oh, man. Leatherface is my personal favorite. I think they're filming a horror movie next door. Like, any chance, guys? Any chance? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. No, I haven't done any Bible codes. Satan. It's Satan, isn't it? This is bringing back memories of my old apartment where the guy was banging every day. I can't believe I dealt with it as long as I did. Guys, I'm hoping this is not annoying you, but making you laugh. I'm trying to stay positive here and laugh at it because it's scandalous. It's almost like somebody's communicating with me by a drill. Is it Amani and Annie doing a drill ritual? Can't believe you're still here listening. Yeah, Rangers look pretty good today, yeah. Tell them to stop farting. Any chance? Agents. Yeah, it's Amani and Annie through a megaphone. Wow. It's Vanessa Bryant. The deceiving little witch. Just have a lunch break or something. Guys, it's hurting me now with my elbow, just picking up a berry. What's going on? Transformers. Are they filming the new Transformers movie? This CERN drilling a hole to another dimension. Maybe I need to end this. I don't know if this is a test. What are they doing in there? A Masonic ritual. Take a lunch break. Wow. Are we done? Are we done? Oh! Oh, shut up. Guys, I don't know if I can continue. I'm trying my best. I think I'm gonna have to leave the apartment. Woo! To be fair, the woman who owns the apartment, she did say, "Hey, today they're going to drill." She did warn me. She did prepare me. Probably should have not gone live. It's an angel trying to blow the trumpet. Kobe did more than most y'all would, all in your rebirths. Yeah, Amani and Annie, are you Kobe Bryant? Maybe you are. Taking down the whole apartment next door. It's like, what are they doing in that apartment? Jeez, destroying it. I'm gonna go knock him out, or her, or them. Oh, babies! Maybe I should go swimming or something. That's another good one. KW24 just said there's a heist going on next door. Brilliant. They're building a cave for Bin Laden. I'm telling you, this drill is going to end up coming through my wall or something. I don't know what they're doing. No idea what they're drilling. See a bit? Deforestation. There's some great comments here, guys. Thank you. Boo! The Mani Nani, boo! Digging for oil. They're digging for oil, guys. It seems like all the oil is next to my apartment. What they're building, the next Titanic? Paul Truman, never heard of him. No Laden, Bin Laden's daughter. Trying to drill through the Matrix. Don't call it the Matrix in front of Imani and Nani. He'll have a fit. I want to be a school counsellor. That would be interesting. Okay, it's been confirmed, guys. We live in the Matrix. Imani and Nani's confirmed it. I'm going to share this link. This is really interesting. The Masonic ritual of baseball. So it'll be my last post today. Okay. I'm going to read this. Wow, it's so Masonic. I may even do a video on this later. Satan blowing his nose. Don't say Satan in front of Imani and Nani. Doesn't believe he exists. Okay, this is... Oh man, some great comments there. Thank you. I still think Leatherface was my favorite. He's just moved in next door. Maybe he's going to come for the illusion. If Leatherface comes for me, I'll knock him and his Leatherface out. If he wants to test me. When's your next live? I don't know, bro. I don't plan them. I don't plan them. Be interesting to go live from England. See what the energy's like. My mum might be go, Adam, stop saying baby. She hates when I say baby. Mate, my hospital bill after being shot was 258,000. Oh my god. Is that number of the beast 258? And 258 is connected to Neil Armstrong. He died 25/8. So maybe they're mocking you. I need to figure out, I've told you my health insurance. Let me go get my phone. But 258 grand? Right, I really have to sort out my medical insurance. Oh, all right. I've got a ton of messages here. William Henry Gates is 258. Wow, just like 201. All right, let me message this person. Look, I've got to do it in Spanish though. I think he speaks English. Walter Elias Disney's 258 as well. Okay, Flinny, I'll definitely look into it. Looks like it'll be a good read. Thank you. One message. Oh, geez. Mate, this is insanity. I've just read this now. I hope you're okay. Wow. How are you feeling, mate? I'm lost for words with that. Jeez, guys, Chuck's just sent me a personal code. I probably shouldn't share it unless he gives me permission. What an absolute joke, mate. Anything the New York Post reports is nonsense. So take it with a pinch of salt, baby. Deville. Oh, I can't wait to watch this, mate. I'm going to watch it right now. My mate Darrell's got this fascination with Asian candy. And he always sends me a video of him opening the box because it's random. So I'm gonna listen to it now. It brings me joy. The little things bring me joy. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah. Oh, summertime. This is like lemon chips. Boy, what is okay? Cookies and cream? Yes, sir. Pop fizzes. These gonna be bomb. Looks like an apple pie.
Ooh.
Food. Oh, lemon Premier Fanta.
Ooh.
Ice cream time. These are actually pretty dope. More pop fizzles.
Ooh.
Another pop fizzle. Oh my gosh. It's like 3 huge pills. It's like some type of rice bar. Oh, this is like another chocolate flavored rice bar. A pocket salty vanilla. No, you gotta love these little things.
Oh, mate, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. That looks like the best box you've ever received, to be honest. What's going on here? I was in hospital for 10 days. Revelation 2:10. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer. I tell you, the devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. Be faithful, even to the point of death, and I will give you life as your victor's crown. Wow. Very interesting. Asking because I got Muslim jokes. We don't need Muslim jokes, but if you believe the Creator sent you here for some test or something, okay. Hi, mate. Can you please send me the plan? Thank you. All right, I think the guys stopped banging. I just don't know what else to talk about. I need to go buy an elbow strap. Got Andy here, a New York Mets fan, messaging me. Big Mets fan. Who's winning the Champions League? You tell me, Amani and Annie. You tell me. You seem to know everything. Who's winning it, Amani? Who do you reckon? I believe I have the riddle of who's going to win it. But I don't know. I'll post it. I'm going to post my Champions League code probably. Well, I'll do it I'll do it soon. Starts soon, doesn't it? When's it start up again? Soon? Pretty cool quote. Have you seen the new Leatherface? No, I don't watch movies. Brentford. So Armani and Annie's got Brentford for the Champions League. It's a good call, mate. You see what they did to Man United? Yeah, Brentford Champions League. Good call, mate. I like that. PSG on demon time after the debacle still. I don't think they'll have PSG win it. They've got all the 23 connections with Michael Jordan, but I don't know. They've come out of the gate too hot. Like they're building them up, and I've got the team that I like. Well, I'll share later. But I don't know. Usually the team I have either like makes the final or goes really far in it. Messi to win the Champions League and World Cup. They love the midget. I don't know if he'll do both. Adam, do you remember old EastEnders? Vaguely. Lady Hawk's back. Patrick likes Liverpool. It's so funny how often Liverpool get to the final, lose, and then win. Or vice versa. They have this little pattern of making a final, winning it, and then losing it, or losing it and winning it. Very strange. And again, like, they've started Liverpool off really slow. They do that quite often. With certain teams who go on to have like big seasons, they start them off kind of slow. Man City winning Champions League? I don't think so. I think that'll be the thing that Guardiola's always remembered for. That he won all the league titles and dominated in England, but couldn't win the Champions League with them. I don't think they're winning it. Are they the favourites? They Live. Yeah, I have seen that movie. It's free on YouTube. Haaland feminine, but he's also created a lab, so it's confusing. Yeah, it's because they can have both the female and male DNA to get the best of both worlds. You've got all the testosterone, but also they have that estrogen in them as well. And who knows what else. Yeah, Haaland is so feminine. He looks like an ugly woman. That's what Haaland looks like. But he's a beast, isn't he? There's no doubting. He's got this out of this world strength. Like, honestly, like in a 50-50, who do you think would win, Van Dijk or Haaland? Like 50-50 shoulder to shoulder. I bet Haaland would knock him down. He's an absolute monster, that guy. I remember he came on the scene really young and he scored 9 goals for Norway. 9. I coded that game. He got 9 goals in a game. Broke all sorts of records. 9 goals in a game for his nation. What? Who is this monster? And the question is, the guys playing with him, do they know that he's a monster, that there's something not quite right about him? What do you think? Rangers will beat PSV. I've not looked. Hey, Illusion, I noticed the Detroit Tigers won 76 losses today. They got a good riddle. The Tigers. 76, enormous number. Both DNA is normal, no. At least that's what they tell us about our brains, but I don't know. We don't fully know about DNA, do we? We don't. This whole science that they've pushed on us, we don't know. Unless you like full-blown study it, we don't have a clue. Do soap actors worship the devil? I believe. What level are you talking? Are you talking EastEnders? Coronation Street? Maybe. They'll do occult worship. I don't know if they necessarily worship the devil. But maybe the parents do. The Montauk program? I'll have to look right now. What that is? Never heard of it. Conspiracy theory that allegiance there were a series of United States government projects conducted at Camp Hero. Well, I'll have to look into it. I have a feeling this is going to be very interesting. Time travel. Do you believe in that? I do. I do believe in time travel at this point. I'll look into this Montauk project. Never heard of it. It'll be about psychology, won't it? Electrical engineering. Interesting stuff. 9 goals. Yeah, it was 9 goals against Honduras. Wow. Women love possibilities. Men have to love probabilities, but can be vice versa, both with development. Yep. Hit the like, my friends. Well, I got 50 likes. Kobe's draft. 50th NBA draft. So I don't know, like, I just think I would say what I would say about the people in soap operas. They're Freemasons. They're Freemasons. I don't know if they're necessarily Satanists. I don't think they are, but they're Freemasons, and they get opportunities that the regular people don't get. Maybe there's some actors that'll star in it for like an episode or something, but like the ones that are in it for like decades, and I don't think they're just there because they're good actors. Although they are, and they're talented at what they do. But again, remember what my sister said about soap operas. It's all depressing. It's depressing, soap operas, 90% of the time. And they push agendas. You grew up an hour away from Camp Hero, wow. Night and Day is a good movie if you can look past the MTF and FTM lead roles. Yeah, well, yeah, you can look past it, to be fair. His first game in 96, the 248th day in good years. Wow. Kobe Bryant Day 25. From Aleister Crowley's death to Kobe's first game, 44217. Icon number 44, Obama's birthday, 217th day in the good year. And Michael Jordan born 217. There's plenty of good movies out. RJ's back. Ooh. Never watched soap operas, they are ridiculous. Why do they call them soap operas? What do you reckon that is? Why soap? Why are they called soap operas? Soap opera broadcast dramatic serial program, so called in the United States because most of its major sponsors for many years were manufacturers of soap and detergents. Did you know that? They're called soap operas because back in the day, the major sponsors of these shows were manufacturers of soap. Do you think that's true, or just more bullshit that they feed us? Wow. That's probably bullshit, isn't it? First used in 1939. That's when the war began. The Second World War. Daytime dramas are known as soap operas, but where did the moniker come from? And when did it happen? Origin of the soap opera can be traced back to short daytime serial dramas that took place on the radio in the 1930s. Radio executives wanted to increase ad revenue to their stations, so they began to court businesses that sold household products, since the majority of people at home during the day at that time were women homemakers. Procter & Gamble became the first major advertiser to sponsor one of these daytime dramas using their Oxidol soap powder, a laundry detergent. I'm probably sure that detergent and soap and all of that is just really bad for us. I think anything like that is just bad for us. But you don't want to drive yourself insane. Procter & Gamble even began to produce their own radio shows. These radio dramas began to be associated with their advertisers, hence the name soap opera. Well, so that's why, guys, they're called soap operas, because the people that were at home listening to the radio and then the shows were mainly women who were probably doing the washing and the washing up. Bullshit. Bam. Soap opera's 44. Kobe's 44th birthday. So that's why I'm talking about soap operas now. It had to be, didn't it? Soap opera's 44th, Purest Cypher. Hilarious. Happy birthday, Kobe Bryant. Hope you're having a nice day with your daughter in Cleveland. You got 82 subscribers. Excellent stuff. You'd not have been born if not for soap. Hilarious. Soap and a rope. My internet got you all the truth and the chance to come together. Mani and Ani is the way, the truth, and the life, guys. That's one thing I've learned on my journey. Do you think EastEnders and co-actors know the world's a stage? No. Some of them will have a lot of knowledge of how this world is run. Your Ken Barlow's, Bill Roach, whatever his name is, Cockroach. People like that. Your Grant Mitchell, who... The ones that I think get really popular outside of the soap are the ones that have a lot of knowledge of how everything operates. But the average actor in the soap opera, I think they're just there to push agendas and they don't know what's going on. Most of them will be in a show for about a year and then disappear, never be seen again. Brian equals brain, laundry equals wash. Brian Laundry, wow. YouTuber Procter & Gamble soap opera, there's vids on that. Okay, sounds interesting. So far, Haaland, 3 goals in 3 EPL matches and 4 goals in 4 Man City appearances. I got him Golden Boot. And people say it's obvious. No, it's not obvious. It's plus 350. He's never played in the Premier League before. I think Kane was ahead of him with the odds and Salah. But the code for Haaland is scandalous. He's just going to keep banging. That big machine. Soaps are cringe as hell. I couldn't sit through a Coronation Street. It just shows the mundane life of the average person in England. Like, that's how they portray it in Coronation Street. They keep you just used to a certain way of life. But I don't know, the Queen's really connected to these soap operas. She's obsessed with them. Yeah, like Elizabeth just sits at home watching soaps, eating grapes, drinking baby blood. Let me listen to what Chuck has to say.
Yeah, I'm feeling better, mate. To be honest with you, I spent 3.5 hours in A&E. I walked out in disgust. It's like packed, very hot. I could see myself being in there 9 hours. If anything, I'm more likely to die there than anywhere else. I'm not being funny. Yeah, before I couldn't lie down because the chest pains. Now I can lie down, so I might go back there tomorrow in the morning. If I've still got them. It could have been anything. It might not have been. It could have been like air. I don't know, but yeah, those numbers were freaky. And 190, 400 days. It's like, oh my God. Jesus.
It's crazy what's just happened with Chuck. Chest pains, and it's all by the code. People always ask me this, is it just celebrities? Is it just entertainment? No, it's not. I think everything's coded. He was born on the 194th day of the year. He was born 13-7, 137 is the 33rd prime. But he was born on the 194th day of the year, and he's just gone to the hospital with chest pains. And today is 19400 days old. Guys. What? Guy's born the 194th day of the year and he ends up in hospital with chest pains and he's 19400 days old. You can't, I don't know what to say about that. Let me just respond to these messages. I'd be interested in your thoughts on those numbers and how they link. Those 5 all form an alliance to trade outside the US dollar-dominated system. BRICS, Vladimir Putin. This is great. One of my mates is getting into gematria. There's been a shooting in Liverpool. I'll take a look, Steve. Have you noticed that the hair's covering one of her eyes for your one-eyed symbolism? Did you see that? What a joke. There was nothing to like about England to start with. Birds, they're easy still. It's Imani and Arnie acting like a sex god again. Imani and Arnie, you're so sexy. Are you a guy or a girl again? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm sure you can get anyone you want. Barbara Windsor, yeah. The ones that are dames and stuff like that as well. You're being lied to by your truthers, or they don't know any better than you. Like, oh, here he goes. Lying about what? A lot of the stuff we talk about is just regular conversation, mate. I'm having a bit of banter. What am I lying about? Too many snobs there whinging. Yeah. England's too expensive. Always has been. But they're increasing the prices everywhere, aren't they? What about Pat Butcher? Pat Butcher! With the stupid earrings. I don't know. Looked like a bloke, Pat Butcher. Was she married to Frank? Frank Butcher, was it? I forgot. I think he was called Frank. Still listening to Vine. Love it. I'm still going, aren't I? 2:37. I'm almost approaching the 2:38 for today's date, Kobe's birthday. Just found out this weekend my childhood home is now owned by a couple last name Crowley. Next, I'll have to find out if my ex with my last name Crowley is related. Wow. Crowley. It's got to laugh, haven't you? You have to laugh at that. Crowley, 6079 did a good code with Crow, connected with Crowley, the bird. And you got The Crow, the movie, where the guy supposedly got shot on set. Imani's saying Joseph's the best truther psycho out there. It's a nice compliment there. Imani and Annie, thank you. Where have you been, mate? Everybody's missed you. My first AOL screen name was Crow45. Oh my goodness. Wow. Joseph will take it. Crowley Lines, yeah. I need to do a full video on Alistair. A-lister Crowley. I need to really study him. I feel like I know a lot, but he died 12-1. 1-2-1, 11 times 11. Who was he? Middle name Edward. My last name's Edwards. It says here, the Great Beast, 666. Who was Alistair Crowley? Who was he? The Great Beast, 666. The wickedest man in the world, Alistair Crowley, was a noted and controversial occultist. He wrote widely, founded his own religious order, and designed a set of tarot cards that are still used today. Defiantly and conventional in every respect, he lived life according to his own dictum. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. That's what's going on now. That is what they're pushing now. Because it's funny how Crowley was the son of a devout Christian couple. He completely went against it. Born in Leamington Spa. On a visit to Sweden, blue and yellow flag, he experienced a life-changing vision which persuaded him of his spiritual vocation, a calling which he marked by changing his name to Alistair. There's a wrestler called Alistair Black that was all connected to Aleister Crowley. So let's check what Alistair is. I'm sure he was aware of Gematria Crowley, no doubt. Why did he change his name to Alistair? Wow, 35 and 55 like Satan. That's why he changed his name to Alistair. Ooh, that's why he changed his name to Alistair. 35 and 55. Sex and magic. Crowley's interests combined the erotic and the esoteric. He published poetry, including a volume of verse described by one critic as the most disgusting piece of erotica in the English language. He also became involved in secretive groups like the Hermetic Order and the Golden Dawn. Gradually evolved his own set of beliefs which drew on Oriental, ancient Egyptian, and an assortment of other traditions. His sexual preoccupations were equally various. He took many lovers, both male and female, and practiced a form of sex magic. What? These A-listers, Alisters, I don't know what they get up to in the bedroom, baby. Wow, I didn't know this about Crowley. A brilliant climber, big game hunter, and inveterate traveler, Crowley explored Mexico, India, Egypt, America, and much more besides. In the first 2 decades of the 20th century, he wrote a series of tracts outlining his philosophy, the law of Thelema, a word taken from the Greek for will. Was, he claimed, dictated to him by an ancient Egyptian spirit. It laid out the key principles of life as Crowley saw it, the pursuit of each individual's will, unconstrained by popular opinion, law, or unconventional ethics. Amaya Nani probably looks up to Crowley, probably says he's misunderstood. In 1920, he moved to Sicily, where he established the Abbey of Thelema as the headquarters for his new religion. Here he pursued spiritual enlightenment, declaring himself ipsimus, beyond the gods, in 1921. So he believes he was above the gods, like these celebrities do. He also experimented with sex and drugs. In 1923, an Englishman died in mysterious circumstances after a ritual which he was said to have consumed the blood of a cat. The British press and the Italian fascist government were equally appalled. Crowley was expelled from Sicily. The abbey closed and the group dispersed. Guys, his mate drinks the blood of a cat and then dies. Crowley was a heroin addict, but he had many followers. He fathered several children, most of them illegitimately, and was still in demand as a medium and a magus to the end, designing a new sequence of tarot cards and commentating on it at some length in his Book of Thoth, 1944. He died in 47, a huge year, in Hastings. Didn't we have the Battle of Hastings? So this guy was wicked. Wicked. The wickedest man in the world. But he believed, guys, that his work was truly good because it freed men from earthly rules and opened up truly spiritual experiences. That's how he saw it. He really believed that man was limited by obsessing over earth. So he wanted to go deeper with the spiritual element of it and basically push yourself to the limit. Crowley's whole thing was basically whatever scares you the most, do it, and do it as often as you can. So again, there's you might look at that and go, well, okay, all right, so he's pushing himself to the limit. Or you can hear about his friend drinking the blood of a dead cat. Pretty satanic. And the child sacrifice that you would talk about. So yeah, I think all these people worship Crowley at the top. You hear them. He's always referenced in songs, people's autobiographies. They talk about Crowley. Crowley lines are energy veins that run just under the surface of the earth. They intersect at places like Stonehenge and Sedona, Arizona. Really interesting. Crowley has a book, 777, about numerology. When you come into the UK, September, mate. I don't have an exact date. I'm going to look into it tonight. Crowley was smart, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. To have that much influence on people and still, this Crowley character was, yes, he was wicked, but was he a genius? Maybe. I told you I need to really study him in depth to try and get inside of his head. I know it's hard to do. You don't know what's true and what isn't, but this Crowley character, I'm going to have to do some date durations. I can't believe his name's Alistair. I didn't even know that he changed it. And then it matches with Satan. Alistair Crowley, 73. Who are you? Who were you? Are you still alive? If people say Kobe never died, Kobe's a fallen angel, what about you, Crowley? Did they die? Use your will to manipulate your life. Yeah. Alistair's probably a Jesuit. Like I say, he came. Adam, have you had lunch? No. Probably should leave, shouldn't I, and eat. I don't know what to have. Who's England's next Prime Minister? Probably an Indian. Instead of tossing a handful of dirt onto his casket, they tossed buckets of confetti. Wow. Crowley was really against religion. He was really against it. And again, I think religion is a control tool. But I just think he went too far. Crowley. Studying black magic. But again, somebody sent me a link about magic. And then a lot of religions tell you magic's evil and satanic. You get different opinions of magic. There's good magic, bad magic, all sorts of stuff. My gut tells me not to play with magic, but I believe in it. Yeah, I was brought up in a church. It's like Katy Perry. Katy Perry's parents were incredibly religious. And then her first song is I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. And then she got with Russell Brand, who's no doubt a follower of Crowley. No doubt. So I don't know why these people who come up from these religious backgrounds, a lot of them do go against God when the parents have heavily pushed them into religion. They go against God. Elvis was too. Interesting. So side note, I learned I'm a surrogate baby. My mother was unable to give birth and was introduced to an executive of Hoffman La Roche, a pharmaceutical company that raised children from all over. You're here, mate, now, so just be grateful that you're here. Don't always have to worry about how you got here. It's the fact that you're here. But that's up to you how you feel. It's hard for me to answer that. Like he said in the video, depends on who you ask about magic. Exactly, chronic masturbator. It depends who you ask and people's personal experiences with magic. I'm not an expert on it. I don't know anything about magic other than what I've read. This hat needs to get thrown away. And maybe this one as well. Well, Amani and Annie, what do you think about magic? Not mocking you. What are your thoughts on magic? Is it legit? Is it a real thing? Is there black magic, white magic? Is it nonsense? Is it just esoteric bullshit? Is it how the world operates through magic? Are people under spells? What do you reckon, Amani? Nonsense? You think magic's nonsense? Okay. Fair enough. 0 cents. All right. Fair enough. I'm not sure where I stand. I think it exists. I think magic's very real. I do. I think you can cast spells. Depends, again, what you define magic as. Like, I think TV program, like programming people, is magic, to be honest. Only the magic life makes you real. Only the magic life makes you feel. There's not wizards and witches. Magic is spells. They're all fools. In high school, my friend practiced magic. I witnessed some unexplainable stuff. How do you explain like David Blaine and like what he's able to do, and Copperfield and Dynamo? Is it just special effects? What they're able to do with magic? Maybe. Spellcaster television, yep. Walking Christ, stop smoking weed. There was a phase where every female was a witch. I don't know. I believe in witches. There are people that go around saying, I am a witch. Again, are we going to say no, they're not? I was addicted to the carts, THC, CBD, oil, but never went again. Even a dog looks hypnotized when watching TV. Yeah, they do. Even the dogs are like under a spell. It's hypnosis. Deep. It's a trance. David Blaine has the luxury of editing. Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts? I believe in spirits, so I guess technically. Maybe they're in a different realm. I don't know. Chris Angel, yeah. It's a funny name. Liverpool equals 47, and we know the 15th prime is 47. 15 years today, Liverpool shooting Reece Jones to Olivia. Wow. Liverpool founded by a Freemason, John Holding. Open 33-degree Mason. Okay, I probably should eat. That playlist goes into it all, Adam. Hypnosis, symbols, sigils. You've got to study each video in depth and watch it more than once. I agree. It does seem like content I'd need to watch more than once to acknowledge it all and take it all in and appreciate it. So, want the witches casting a hex on Trump? I read something about that. I don't know who Trump is as well. Like, who is Trump? Who is he or her? The influence that person has. They say, Rambo says Trump's the hangman, which was an incredible video he did about Trump being the hangman. But why him? I don't know, it has to be someone, I guess. The amount of influence Trump has, how he's divided the world. Spirits are in a spiritual realm. That's dimensions they tried to tap into with CERN company for a long time. Truth Unedited got a great CERN video and other videos. Yeah, I do think they're in different spiritual realms and they're trying to connect all the realms. That's what's going on right now. Maybe it's happening. Maybe it's Stranger Things indicates that. There's so much so-called like evil going on in the world. Like there may be demonic entities just floating around like never before. Either every home I've owned has been haunted or the ghosts follow me. I'm used to seeing and hearing the unseen all my life. Wow. Hermetic principles, all of the answers you seek in that playlist. I don't know about all of them, but definitely going to learn a lot. I'll share some of them. The greatest hypnotist on the planet Earth is oblong box in the corner in the room, constantly telling you what to believe is real. David Icke. Yep. Yeah, I've seen it. The playlist is like over 200. Over 200. But the videos are short. We were in a past life before we were born, I agree. Woke up final, someone connected to Kobe should be the fall guy. Whole tournament connected to him, I agree. And it's the Pope. The Pope's connected to Kobe. I don't think the whole tournament's about Kobe, but it's definitely got Kobe numbers, which are revelation numbers. See what goes on next year, won't we? We'll see what goes on. My mother has seen a demon, said it was goblin-like. You see goblins on churches, don't you? Never made sense to me why there was goblins and gargoyles on churches. Very satanic. I expect the World Cup to be connected to Russia-Ukraine war. Again, all those numbers are connected to Kobe and the Pope, the war, when it began. 224, Gianna and Kobe's numbers. Ghosts follow a track in homes. They don't go into bedrooms. They stick to kitchen, halls, bathrooms, and living rooms. You've seen fallen angels. I believe in all of this, to be fair. I've just not witnessed it. You don't mean I can't believe in it. Yeah. I've got to get off. I've got to eat and I've got to sort my elbow out, causing me discomfort. Do you think gods and religions were made up? I don't know. I don't know what to believe sometimes with the gods. Maybe they're all legit. Maybe none of them. I don't know. These gods like Zeus and all of that. It's really interesting when you study them. Whatever conclusion you come to, it's really interesting studying these ancient gods and what they represented. Really interesting. One of my best experiences in life is meeting and hanging out with Adam all day. You're the best, Adam. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. You're a great guy. Thanks for saying that. You whacked your elbow before. I didn't even whack it. I don't know what I've done to it. I really don't. Demons are real, undeniable. I agree. I wholeheartedly believe they exist. Done through the works of Hermes. Hermes is really interesting. The Hermetic principles, I did a video about it. And I think that's where Mani Anani is like in agreement with me. The Hermetic principles, you can't argue with them. So I think when he talks about when we're all like satanic, he's like, oh man, it's not just satanic. Like we need that for polarity and duality and all of that. I think that's where he says people are just lost and trapped. He's focusing on one element of how it all operates, this system, this world, this universe. And I agree. The Hermetic principles are just unbelievable to break down this realm and how it operates and how it functions. All right, I'm grateful for discovering your channel. Your masculine energy inspires me. Thank you. I don't feel that masculine right now that I can't lift up a weight. But hey, it could be way worse, couldn't it? Could be way worse. Got to find balance through the poles. Yes. Cold therapy for the elbow, but mostly a pillow to keep you from hyperextending your elbow when you sleep is going to work. I bet money on it. Not a gambler, are you, Lady Hawk? But yeah, I'm going to try that. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get Adam some earmuffs for the next stream. Yeah, if you want to donate, buy me some earmuffs. That'll be hilarious. Yeah, it's funny. You should invite Mind and Magic to a live one time. I don't know who that is, but I'd be up for speaking to anybody. Do you think dreams are real and you never remember them after? Potentially. Dreams is just interesting in general. Like, what even is a dream? Is it real? What is real? Illusion about to sing Champagne Supernova. Champagne Supernova in the sky. Subconscious? Okay, yeah. The playlist maker. Yeah, I would love to speak to that guy. For sure. All right. Whew. What's your thoughts on what happens to people once they have died? I don't think they ever truly die. It's got the spirit goes to a different dimension, I think. So I don't get too attached to this world that we live in. But you don't want to completely detach yourself from it as well, because then you can go insane, feel lonely and stuff. But I just think they go to a different dimension. Or you can believe in reincarnation and you come back again. And then you keep going until you eventually get to a certain level of ascension. I don't know any of this. People say, oh, he's talking nonsense. So everything he's saying is true. We don't know. I don't know. If you detach yourself fully from the poles of stagnation, all said in the videos, yeah, you don't want stagnation. You don't want to stall. A lot of people go through their life where they just stall for like decades. They don't grow. They just stay at a certain point. I don't want to do that. I know that. I named my angel Aquanita, and she constantly shows up in photos as a big, beautiful black woman, always right behind me. Nice. Stagnation is death, yeah. When you stagnate, yeah, it's just, you're not living, are you? You're existing. It's different. Do you think people know they have died when their organs shut down? Yeah, I think they're aware. I'm just going off like near-death experiences. Every video I've watched said that they went to a better place. They went to a better place. They felt like they were in a better place. They didn't want to come back to this one. So I don't know. I don't know how legit that is as well. Unless I experience it for myself, which I don't know if I want to do. Now I am definitely getting off. My back's sweating. I turned the AC off. Stomach's rumbling. So take care. This was a long one. 3 hours and 2 minutes. Happy birthday, Kobe Bryant. 54 likes. Oh, he died 5 months and 4 days after his birthday. Thanks to all of you. Your amazing comments, questions. Keep the live streams going. Keep it fresh. Yeah, and keep pushing. Keep going. And hopefully I'll see some of you in England in September. I'm going to look into flights later this afternoon. So cheers, guys. Thank you. And much love. I'm out.